set for the tip and an intimidating place. Only Florida's got to win on this floor. Auburn had that loss against A&M, their only road loss. That's how good they've been, as Alabama won the tip. Pylon, Broome came over, and he may have intimidated a little bit. Take a look at the Auburn Tiger lineup. Denver Jones is back. They claim, and there's reason to believe they're right, he's the best defensive player in the SEC. Baker Mazzara, terrific scorer. They talk about maybe he comes back next year. He has the ball now. In the paint, floater, that counts for two.
He is the most important guy. I'm telling you, Janai Broome is a stud. But if Auburn's going to make a deep run, Chad Baker Mazzara has to be that guy offensively.
He's very versatile. He drives. He can handle the ball. They're going to have a great game here out of Sears to survive your time. And Denver Jones is a dynamic defensive player.
Youngblood throws it up, and yes, he makes that. You saw the starting lineup. It has Sears, Philon, and Youngblood, three guys that all can create.
If you can't guard the ball against Alabama, you can't guard the three-point shot. You've got to stay in front of that ball if you're Auburn today.
Can't keep giving up 95 to 98 and expect to win, Jimmy.
Broome backs in, Omori, no good.
Broome has really struggled the last two games. Did not get double digits. They'll need a big game inside out of him.
Offensive foul, Omori put Jones on the floor.
To your point about Denver Jones, he's right there with Zakai Ziegler in my mind for the best defensive point guard, not only in this league, but in the country. Tuin White is a real difference maker on that end.
And don't forget about Meshack either.
We saw him last Saturday.
He's an outstanding defensive player. But let me say this, Denver Jones in the first matchup, he really put the wraps on Sears. Sears was 4 for 17. 4 for 17 in that 9-point loss.
They set up Kelly in the corner for a three. No good. It is out of bounds. He stepped when he caught it. Back to Broome. Couple of different shoulder injuries may be causing him to struggle a little bit.
I think also fatigue a little bit in this conference when you play against that kind of competition on a regular basis. It's going to wear you down a little bit. He also had an ankle injury. I don't want to make excuses. The kid's been great all year.
Ravi, this is an energy and effort game today for Alabama. They did not have it the last couple of games. Nate Oates has been on his guys about that part.
Oh, what a play. Nelson got Broome in the air, and that should count and go to the free throw line for a three-point play.
Well, Nelson's a guy that's got to get downhill because the three-point shots are not falling for this guy in SEC play, but he can do that. He's a driving 4/5, will be a tough cover at times, driving that ball against Janai Broome.
He's been really up and down, Jimmy. He's really had some great games, and he's also had some down games.
Become much more of a driver, Dick. He's not shooting that three ball with any confidence, and that's exactly what they'd like to see him do as Broome picked up the foul. Broome a floater. He got it.
What a story. An amazing story. Not recruited big. He's out of Tampa Catholic High School. No big schools wanted him. And here he is battling for the player of the year.
Youngblood into paint. Very slippery. We've seen a couple of guys slip there, and Youngblood's left foot gave a little bit on the ground, but he's able to get it to go.
Ravi, Alabama's offense, again, it's all set up by paint touches. They've gotten there 2 out of their first 3 possessions.
They've had the toughest stretch anybody's had ever. 7 games in a row against nationally rated teams.
Broome fade away. Remember, he started his whole career.
Growth from Morehead State through Auburn. One of 4 guys in the history of Division I basketball with over 2,500 points and 1,500 rebounds. Just a monster career for Broome.
Nelson, oh, he had a dunk and he missed it.
He missed the dunk. He missed the bird. Oh, he had the dunk, baby.
Mazzara, no good off to the right. And Omori there. Both these teams in their recent losses destroyed on the glass. Philon floats one, no good. There's an offensive rebound, and Omori gets it to go. Mazzara fouled him.
If you can't guard the ball, you also can't guard the glass. So now Alabama, early in this game, Coach, having a lot of success, turning the corner. Auburn talked about it in film all day long. We've got to impact those ball screens, win the line of scrimmage. If not, the offensive glass opens up and Amori takes advantage of it.
Well, Bruce told me before the game, he said, look, there's three things we got to do. We got to, number one, contain the three ball. Two, we got to get back defensively, transition. And number three, a must, we got to keep them off the offensive boards. And sample right there, Amori came out of Rutgers, engineering graduate. I love to see that. Kids more than just being the athlete. Great student as well.
He is a conflict resolution major. And there's a lot of conflicts at the rim, and he has the resolution for it most of the time. Conflict resolution major.
My God, I can't even say it. Are you kidding me?
He resolves things his way, and you see Youngblood and Broom get tied up.
Ravi, it's going to be a very physical game. No team's going to flinch. Cuts are going to be checked. Shooters are going to be grabbed. You have to play through the contact that doesn't get called.
You know, a game like this, people say, well, what's at stake? They're both going to be in a tournament. They're both going to be seated high, obviously. Bottom line, it's pride factor.
No doubt.
It's pride, it's passion. This is rivalry at its best. Along with the one coming up later tonight, Carolina and Duke.
Baker Mazzara, no, he had no chance. He was denied by Stevenson and Nelson. Diabate into the game. He's dribbling right now for Alabama. Chaney Johnson on the floor. That's a great pick by Baker Mazzara. A whistle there. What hands from number 10?
Diabate danced and played with that ball way too much against a long, lanky defender like Chad Baker Mazzara. Mazzara misses a shot on one end and absolutely heats up that basketball. He's a 6'7" guy, Ravi, with long arms and quick reactions. And Diabate, not his strength, dancing with the ball at the 25-foot mark, gets ripped.
You know, we talk about Broom, deservedly so. He's such a special player and has been special all year. But this team, Auburn, they got 6 guys averaging double figures.
Yep.
This is a team. This is a real team.
Jahad Pettiford, terrific freshman point guard on the floor. Chaney Johnson got Nelson in the air, and he bumped him from behind. Good ball fake. Great atmosphere. Terrific start for the Crimson Tide. Their coach implored them to play with energy, and they are doing it now.
He said it hasn't affected his shot, but he said it'll take a lot of mental toughness to play through this pain, especially on defense, guys.
Well, it's a big deal because in that first game, Auburn put Denver Jones on Mark Sears and did not switch off of him. That's the primary guy they want on Sears all afternoon long.
They get it low to Broom. Aiden Sherrill, the freshman, in, and he held his ground, but Broom able to get it to go in off the window.
Boy, Simple is so good this time of the year off a baseline out of bounds under. Just isolation for Broom, let it go to work.
Former Auburn player Aiden Holloway, quick trigger, and he's in, and that's one of the emphasis Bruce Pearl told his players, and he will fire when he gets a second. That's a bad pass out of bounds.
You think about Holloway. Holloway wore the Auburn uniform.
Yes.
And now he's wearing the Alabama uniform. It's amazing. The transfer portal has created unbelievable chaos in basketball. It's positive in recruiting for some of the coaches. Rick Pitino said, I'm not recruiting high school players anymore. I'm going after veterans.
Lost it out of bounds. It was a great cut. Difficult pass to handle, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Miles Kelly. Just quickly back to what Molly said. It sounds like Denver Jones, everything he does hurts that ankle.
Yeah, that's obviously not what you want. And Auburn's got to be, this time of the year, hot, healthy, and hungry is what you're looking for in a team. And Auburn's got to get healthy.
Diabate wants it against Johnson. Difficult shot there. Getting points in the paint early in this one.
Ravi, 7 out of their first 9 possessions, Alabama, they have shot the ball within the first 10 seconds. That's the all-gas, no-breaks mentality of Nate Oates.
For a three-point shooting team, 8 of their points have come inside that paint.
Tell you one thing, I love their point guard here. The kid from Jersey, Pettiford.
Yeah.
He is really going to be special.
Broom, he spun to the right, and he gets the little jump hook and looks to the jungle and points over here. Good defense body by Pettiford on Holloway. Sears fires. That is down.
You cannot dare him to shoot that basketball. He is a no-mistake cover. What do I mean by that? You make a mistake, he makes you pay.
I'll tell you one thing. He's got range, baby. We've seen that range. And I'm telling you, he's going to make an NBA roster, and he will be a problem coming off the bench in terms of hurting some teams.
Stevenson wasn't looking when Johnson received the pass, and he throws it up with the left.
Ravi, Auburn going to their flex action early. It's called reverse action initially. You've got to defend it well.
Sears, he does that as well as anybody. Sherrill, they get another offensive rebound and another chance for three.
And that was really a concern of Bruce Pearl before the game in the locker room. Talking the first thing, we got to contain him. We can't let him get on the offensive glass. And early in this game, Alabama has.
Again, the first 10 seconds of the possession, Alabama's coming downhill. They don't see a stop sign or even a yield sign. It's green when they're bringing that ball. You better show bodies and make Mark Sears see more than one. Downhill drives, again, frees up the offensive glass.
You make sure you see stop signs.
Every once in a while.
You see that?
Tell you what, fellas, Alabama got the message from Nate Oates. They now have out-rebounded Auburn by 4, and they're doing it on the offensive glass. They got 10 of their 18 in the paint.
And they got punked by Florida midweek, and it's easy to get your club's attention when that happens.
And for difficult pass, great catch. Broom, wow, with the right hand. Tonight, Broom's got 8.
Looks like he's ready to perform today, baby. I don't think we're going to see single digits there.
Offensive foul, wipe off the basket.
We talk about Auburn's offense. They come in right now ranked 14th in the country defensive efficiency. They can choke your water off. And against Alabama, Ravi and Coach, the short roll action out of those ball screens, you've got to rotate over to the ball. Really well done by that offside defense.
Did a great job.
Bam, right there.
Used the screen effectively. A lot of guys don't know how to utilize the screen.
No. That's a second foul on Amori. He goes back to the bench, so more playing time for the freshman, Aiden Sherrill.
Nate Oates, by the way, is 2 and 3 against #1 teams. He's trying to get 3 and 3.
And Sherrill's going to pick up the foul. He was holding Janai Broom on a curl.
I just get amazed when I see a kid develop like this, come out of nowhere and become a superstar. He's no McDonald's player. Nobody wanted him. His phone wasn't ringing except lower-level D1 schools. And yet, look where he is today.
They go back to Broom. Dickie V, he missed that one. Sherrill grabs the rebound.
You could kind of describe the entire Auburn team like that with the exception of Pettiford. A lot of under-recruited guys transfer up from Division II and mid-majors.
You can describe the entire program that way. Dick, you've been here a long time. It was not like this a few years ago as the lane opened up for Stevenson.
Tell you one thing, Bruce Pearl can't be happy about that defensive effort. Nobody rotated over to cut the driver off. You got to rotate over. The ball is the most dangerous thing on the floor.
No doubt.
Bounce pass down low. Johnson. Nelson holds his ground. Good job defensively.
Here comes the first 10 seconds. Watch the heat that Alabama brings it with.
They come out quickly double team Holloway, who tries to dribble through it, and he's going to pick up a foul on Baker Mazzara.
Guys, here's the problem right now for Auburn. One of them. Alabama, multiple guys driving that ball. And this time Stevenson gets it off what I call a NASCAR cut. He's turning to his left when he receives that ball, so he has momentum. And again, if you can't guard the ball against Alabama, you are in trouble.
Second foul on Baker Mazzara, so a couple of players each with 2 fouls early. Chad Baker Mazzara and Cliff Amori for Alabama.
I can also say, Jimmy, if you can't guard the ball and you're the other way around, you're in trouble because Auburn can score big. They're rated #1 by Ken Palmer in offensive efficiency.
Bad turnover there. Holloway trying to get it to Sears, and Nate Oates quickly goes to his bench to take out Aiden Holloway.
No one better in college ball at defending side and out-of-bound underplays than the Auburn Tigers.
The leash obviously very short for the former Auburn shooter Holloway, who's really developed this year with that trigger of his. Cardwell into the game. He's looking for Pettiford. Finds him in a 3-ball. Good shot from Pettiford.
Special. I talked to a good friend of mine today. He follows basketball in Jersey. He said absolutely special.
Phylon frozen alley-oop that was picked off by Cardwell.
Cardwell did a great job rotating to that basketball.
Pettiford again. No good. Nelson had it deflected away by Johnson. Pettiford right hand, no good. Look at the battle underneath. It's won by Stevenson in Alabama. Nelson saw a baseline, and he got bumped out of bounds by Chaney Johnson.
Look at the shot clock at 24. That's, again, how fast Alabama's going to bring it. High-level game. The building is hot on a warm afternoon.
Alone, more times. He's a tough guy to defend.
Sears gets a break. Holloway back in after making that errant inbounds pass. Stevenson, a great three-point shooter from the corner. Oh, he came in, threw it up, and he found he had a body right on top of him.
You guys, in that last timeout, Alabama continued to emphasize their effort on the glass, an area that drove Coach Nate Oates crazy during that Florida loss. And after the game, he sent his players a survey that asked, one word for how you want to be remembered this season, one word for how you want this team to be remembered. And players mostly answered toughest, hardest playing team on the floor. And then he put up some lowlights from that game where they were getting crushed on the glass and said, are you embodying those words? And the players all said no. He then played highlights of moments where they have been the toughest team on the floor and really resonated with this team. And you can see in the way that they're attacking the glass and playing with passion here today.
Tell you what, she's right about them playing with passion, but let me point this out. Nobody had to face. They had to face. It started with Auburn, then it was Mississippi, then it was Missouri. They lost both those. Then it was Kentucky, Mississippi State. They won those two. Then it was Tennessee, lost a heartbreaker. They got beat in a tough game in Florida, and here they are with Auburn. What a 7-game swing.
Never seen it before. Never seen it before in college ball.
No,
They called that foul on Holloway, and Nate Oates can't believe it. Called by Terry Oglesby, said it got him on the left shoulder.
Look at that schedule. Are you serious? Are you serious? Unbelievable.
They all have numbers to the left of them, and look at the last three in particular. Look, that's why they played a little bit off. They've been a little tired. They're never going to use that as an excuse.
Carl, you love baseball. They took the fastball against Tennessee, came back against Florida, and they took the slider, and they don't want to take the curveball today.
Change
they
up.
want that W here today, baby.
Hey, that schedule's been so tough. Nate Oates has a golf simulator, and he loves the golf. He has a golf simulator in the basement of his home. He hasn't turned it on all year. Has not turned it on one time all year. He said, man, this thing has just consumed me. And
I thought you were going to say he goes down there just to kind of take out his frustration.
no time.
Bang some golf balls around, but he has not done that.
Tell you one thing, he's got a lot to be proud of, though. Also, think about this. 27 teams he has beaten since he's been there. Top 20 teams. Unbelievable. It's a school record. He broke the record of my buddy, Wimp Sanderson, of years ago. Wimp, you don't remember Wimp?
I remember Wimp and his sport coach. Of course I do. There's Nelson all the way to the rack.
Really good action by Alabama. Just a little boomerang pass up top. Back and forth to Nelson, who gets it again in his right paw. Driving down that right side. A tough cover right now for Auburn.
Alabama's identified. They want to go in the paint. They've got 14 points in there, and there's a foul on Auburn. On the baseline, it was drawn by Phylon.
Rebbe, like you said, Nelson's not shooting a three-point shot well this year. He's a 6'10 guy that's multifaceted. He sets a little ghost screen, slips out of it, and now Broom has a bad angle to recover to and gives Nelson down that right side.
Yeah, Nelson did a great job, though, driving that basketball to the goal. Last
foul on Auburn on Miles Kelly. They rave about Phylon's ability to go right and left. How about a step-back three? No, front iron.
There's some kind of athletes on this floor, I'll tell you that.
Broom, difficult shot. Nelson out of nowhere with a big block.
A little bit of a message afterwards to Janai Broom. This is a fiercely intense rivalry.
I don't think you want to get Broom a little upset, okay? You don't want to go talking trash to him.
That's a really good call for Nelson to get that ball before it got on that glass or at the apex.
Well, he did a great job the way he rotated over defensively from the help side.
Baker Mazzara back on the floor. Remember, Baker Mazzara is playing with 2 fouls. There's Broom. That's a sweet touch.
He's going to his right shoulder, Abby. You cannot overplay and let it spin back to that right shoulder.
That's the best answer. Score. You don't have to talk trash. Just do your job like he just did.
First man, double figures. He's got 10. Holloway. Up and in. Again, 2 more points in the paint.
A lot of contact on that drive, and Holloway has really taken his game to another level since he transferred out of Auburn. Now he's back on the court that he played all of last year. Got to be an unusual feeling, right, for Holloway to do.
Well, he did a great job with that drive, the way he used his body.
Great hands, Diabate, and they get a chance for a run out here. Good block, Baker Mazzara. Ran man with 2 fouls. Terrific play.
Talk about a real versatile player. He's a driver, slasher, defends.
Out of the Dominican Republic. Ooh, can't get that to go.
Good job by Bama to take away that left paw and force him to make a play going to his right.
Nelson will take it. He's really struggled. He's come down as far as his career average 3-point shooting.
Tell you one thing, they want to contain the 3. Alabama makes 10 threes per game. One of the best in the nation.
They have 1 so far today. Down low, 2 more for Janai Broom.
Again, though, excuse me, it's off that flex cut. No one in college ball does
Nelson,
better than Broom.
oh my goodness, with some noise. Wow. And a War Eagle right in front of Janai Broom.
Tell you one thing, are you serious? Did you see that play by Nelson? Where's that been? Should they haven't seen that?
Yeah, if you're Alabama, this is a great sign. Playing with his hair on fire. Right at Cardwell, who's one of the best defenders in all of college ball, and then brings the smoke afterwards. This play sums up Alabama and Auburn, man. You bring the hammer and talk a little noise afterwards, and guys got to step in. Man, the building is hot, and the game has matched it. Nelson sends a message. We ain't going away easy in this one.
Tell you one thing, what Bruce Pearl has done, let's say this. What he has done with this program is amazing. It is amazing. Went to the Final Four in 2019, lost the heartbreak at the Virginia, who won the whole title. But what he's done, Myron Metcalf, one of our writers, does a great job. Did a big story, Carl, and you can allude a little bit more on it. In fact, of $1 million for season tickets.
Yeah, what he's done with this program is incredible, and they play with an energy and a passion. And when you come into this building and do, in a sense, what Auburn did on Alabama's floor, Jimmy, you remember, Grant Nelson's likely to get a taunting technical here.
Well, that is as impactful of a basket from the opposing team that you probably have seen in Neville Arena. And Grant Nelson has brought the fight.
The foul has been confirmed. It's an and 1. We'll also have 1 free throw.
Wow, nothing on Nelson.
Escalated. Surprising, because normally they stick guys for a little bit of taunting. They didn't see it that way. I'll talk to Terry.
One more look at it after the explanation from Oglesby. He'll get the 1 free throw, but nothing after that, Jimmy.
Well, for the explanation from the officials, they don't know what that signal means. They don't know if that's for Alabama, for Auburn, so they can't make a judgment. I think most of us know what it means, but that's the conversation that Terry Oglesby just had with me, and he's having now with Bruce Pearl.
Bruce Pearl's not going to win this argument.
No, he's not, but
Bruce Pearl knows what Nelson was doing.
And now Terry Oglesby knows as well.
Right.
Right? But, man, what the gas that Nelson brought that ball with, man.
You know what he does really well, Bruce Pearl? We talked on the phone yesterday, and I said this to him. I said, you do a masterful job of making players believe. He can really motivate, he can really inspire, and he gets them to play to the best of their ability. That's a special gift. That's a special gift that he has.
15 quad 1 wins. I don't think there's any discussion he should be the National Coach of the Year for what he did in this league.
Pettifer set his feet, knocked down a 3.
And Jersey kid, man. I love the Jersey kid.
Sears goes to his right. Nelson's having a monster game. He's got 8 points.
He's done a great job.
He wants to do it again.
Guy Patino has too.
Four-point lead, Alabama. Under 8 minutes in the first half. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Jones will fire. No good. Broom good hustle, but the loose ball goes to Alabama. Youngblood had it go off his foot. Sears picks it up. 10 of your time on the shot clock. Nelson. Yes, that's a rare three for him from the corner.
He's having one heck of an afternoon.
Coach, he got hot last year at the right time in March Madness and single-handedly in a couple of games carried Alabama to the Final Four. Maybe finding his groove again at the right time this year.
Certainly going to be a confidence booster, that's for sure.
Broom spin move. Nice dish. Cardwell. Return to sender.
Nice play by Broom. And then looks over here at us. I mean, they got a nice little unbelievable pass. Brought the defense to him and found the open man.
Youngblood, tough shot. That's short to the right.
Made 7 threes against Mississippi State. Then he really struggled against Tennessee.
Broom can shoot that. Nelson says no, and he comes out now. Broom backs him down.
Little one-on-one play here. Take a tough shot.
Phylon, it's wide open, and he kicks for a three. He'll take a three instead of two.
That is their layup. That is Alabama's layups, Coach. That's what they do, man. They sprint to that three-point line, and they make great decisions with the ball at the rim. What a sequence by Alabama.
Well, I was going to get all over him for not taking the layup, but you know what? You don't have to go to Harvard to figure out three's better than two.
It is.
And you wanted to take him out, and I'm saying, Coach, leave him in. Leave him in.
So you're coming to sit next to me, man. You're going to be sitting here. As Bobby Knight said, the greatest motivator of all.
Pettiford, another one for the freshman.
You have to win the line of scrimmage and your ball screen defense today. You can't be low. You got to be high against both teams to take away shooters.
Nelson, is he feeling it? Yes, he is. What a first half for Grant Nelson. He's got 14.
He is playing with such fire. We didn't see that on the head.
Folks,
we had him in the Tennessee game. We had him in the Kentucky game. He is playing with incredible fire.
Folks back in Tuscaloosa watching at a bar, hugging folks that don't even know right now from the play of Grant Nelson.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Pettiford fires another one. He is on fire.
Jersey, baby, Jersey. I said Bruce
Phylon, Jimmy to the rack, no good. Out of bounds. Up. Well, Nelson goes to the bench. Holloway is in. Youngblood flips one up, and he had the right spin on it.
Youngblood transferred out of South Florida, did a great job there, player of the year in the American Athletic Conference. But let me tell you this, Pettiford. I asked Bruce, I said, Bruce, how did you get this kid to recruit him? So my assistant, Ira Bowman, is good friends with his dad, and that certainly helped. That helped big time. He said, but nobody wants, in big schools, they don't want guys 6 foot, they want 6'5".
Holloway, no.
Said, I'll take those little guys like him any day of the week.
And Bruce Pearl has had success with small guards going back here at Auburn. He's a guy that kind of gambles at times in recruiting. But if you can score, you can score, and you can play for Bruce Pearl, to your point.
He said that, you know, Kentucky, Duke, that's what I worry about, in those big-time schools, they weren't interested. They weren't interested. And he said, heck, my guy did a great job. By the way, Bowman was a great player at the University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the other thing that he said about Pettiford this week is that Pettiford has never once complained about not being a starter, playing time. He comes off the bench, and he is having a terrific day with 14 today. He and Broom 14 and 12. Baker Merceau barrels his way in. Off the window and a chance for a three.
He is a tough cover, Chad Baker-Mazara.
Got those long arms.
Yeah, 6'7", only weighs
multi-talented.
Only weighs 175, but he plays physical for a kid that's thin. Has pretty good upper body strength, but man, his shiftiness from one side to the other and the confident swagger that he plays with, very hard to guard.
He's really wiry. You know, we're talking about how Bruce likes little guards. What about Jared Harper?
Yeah, sure.
What about Sharif Cooper?
No.
He's had them, baby. They'll take him. So if you're little, you can play, call Bruce Pearl up.
Baker-Mazara on him again. You can tell he's a little ginger. Remember, he was holding his back earlier in this one, so he goes to the bench right now. Aiden Sherrill, by the way, picked up his second. So both Sherrill and Amori, the two centers for Alabama, each with 2 fouls.
Half of Alabama games this year, they have gone for 90 points or more. They're on track right now to have a 90-point game on the road at Auburn.
They're going to get Kelly. He held Phylon, who tried to dribble.
You know, you talked about 90 points, Jimmy. Let me point this out. I'm going to point this out. 2025, Hear me out. They scored 94, and they get beat by Florida with 99. 2024, they, unbelievable, give up 102 to Florida and get beat. They give up 105 to Florida in 2024 and get beat. And they win when they scored 98 to 93. They gotta find a way somehow to really get that defense to really buy in, because they're gonna score enough.
No doubt.
You scored 94, 98.
You're gonna win. You should win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, without question.
One-on-one, pair of 10s down there. Baker Mazzara working on Diabate. And it is all Baker Mazzara, and he did pick up the foul, Molly, on Diabate.
Yeah, guys, in that last timeout, Alabama coaches were warning their players, if they go downhill and into the paint, we need to guard that three-point line. Be ready for them to kick it out. And Nate Oates really stressing, we've made mistakes in the last couple of minutes, but control what you can control. I want to see effort and energy. Rebounding is all about want to. If you do that, we can hold on to this lead.
Molly, to your point, great report, by the way, because both teams, there's no reason to overhelp in this game. Both teams want to drive that basketball and spray threes, especially Alabama. If you're Auburn, you see if Alabama can make enough tough twos in this game to beat you.
Yeah. You know, one thing we should also consider, Alabama is shooting 58% from both three-point land and two-point shots. Their lead currently is only 5, and it may go down to 4. So as good as they played, Auburn has hung right around in this thing.
That's a great point, Carl. There's no doubt about it. As well as they played, don't underestimate what they're doing on the other side when you look at what Pettiford's done and center with Auburn.
Gives up the 3. May have got away with a walk. No, he did not get away with it. Right in front of Terry Oglesby, he called the travel.
That's the one thing that Auburn defense can do. They can speed you up, and that's exactly what they did to Holloway.
Yeah, Oates just looked at him, Jimmy. He said, why didn't you shoot the 3?
Yeah, because that's what he's on the floor for.
Hey, Carl, you got the stats right there. How many threes have they made so far in terms of Alabama?
4 of 7.
Made 4.
Both teams have made 4 of 7 from 3.
They make 10 a game. They're on target basically to get that.
Yeah. Broom, Pettiford's been outstanding here in the first half. He's working in the paint. He throws it high up, no good. Johnson with a battle rebound. They're going to get a foul. It looks like on Stevenson.
And Stevenson with inside position gets called for the foul. Chaney Johnson, coach, he's a guy that just does a little bit of everything. This kid at the free throw line. And comes in and can cover 1 through 4. The hardest worker on the team that works extremely hard. Again, the depth of Auburn is real this season.
Chaney Johnson will go to the free throw line. He is a 71% free throw shooter.
So whenever we talk about kids work hard, that's a reflection of Bruce Pearl. Nobody's been outworked him.
No.
Hey guys, tomorrow morning, Women's Game Day crew at the Well in Greenville, South Carolina, noon Eastern time. 6 title games highlighted by these 3 on ESPN. The LIACC Championship starts at 1 Eastern, then the SEC and the Phillips 66 Big 12 title on the line. It is remarkable to think, Jimmy, we have landed the plane here, the jet, which we'll see on the final day of the regular season.
Yeah, and you look at that women's bracket right now, those 1 seeds, Texas, USC, UCLA, and South Carolina. All 4 of those teams could win.
Pass down low, Johnson. He'll move it around. Pettiford wanted it a little earlier. He was in shoot mode.
Play the Hudson Catholic and Hudson County, Jersey.
Johnson step back. Terrific box out there by the freshman. They get Broom over the top.
You don't see blockouts like that. You don't see that. And really a terrific job. Check it out.
I love this kid, Aiden Sherrill. He's going to be a really big factor, man. That's a freshman against an older 5th-year National Player of the Year. He gets inside position and holds his ground. And for a 7-footer, he can really shoot the ball. Nate Oates doesn't recruit you if you don't have a legit stroke, and this kid does.
Can't teach that.
Nope.
Size, baby, and his agility. But that was a great block out.
Sherrill will get 2 free throws. He's a 55% free throw shooter. what, fellas, it's really as solid as Alabama's been with the intensity. We got a chance to Auburn have a lead in the end of the first half. It's that close.
And you look at the talent on the floor that Coach talked about. You cannot outcoach recruiting. There's not two better recruiters in the game right now than Bruce Pearl and Nate Oates.
Well, they got it rolling. I'm going to tell you one thing. I know if I was an opposing coach, I don't want to see their name. I don't want to see their name to play these teams in the tournament.
Alabama win today, Dickie V, would put them on the other side of the Auburn bracket, which would mean they wouldn't see each other until the finals. If they win, good hands, deflection there, and then wide open underneath, Broom. Too easy. Great hands, though, to reclaim the basketball.
When the Broom is so quick when he's releasing the shot, really special.
Youngblood, difficult shot, no good. Look at the freshman, Cheryl, what a start.
Again, the ball is getting in the paint. It opens up the glass. That's the biggest concern, I think, in this first half for Bruce Pearl to talk about at halftime. We've got to stay in front of the ball.
Absolutely. You got to do a better job on the offensive board.
Ooh, Sherrill again defensively.
Sherrill, man, Sherrill's, he got great potential. Well, he has great potential.
Youngblood, too strong. And Sherrill hustled after it, and he helped keep Alabama's basketball. How about Aiden Sherrill, fellas?
Unbelievable. Showing agility, mobility.
Availability. You want some more?
I know this. Nate Oates really challenged his team in the last 48 hours. Getting ready to come to Auburn, Alabama.
Oh, boy, they're going to get Cardwell, Jimmy, on the baseline. He pushed Nelson, and that's going to send him to the free throw line. An unnecessary foul.
An energy and effort game. I think both teams have matched the level you want to play with in terms of how hard.
What passion he's got. Man, you know he owes a lot to, he told me before the game, Dr. Tom Davis. He said he worked for Davis. He worked at Stanford. He worked at Boston College, Iowa. He said, Dr. Tom, if you're listening, Dr. Tom, he really thanks you for what you've done for his career. He was one heck of a coach.
Nelson shoots line drives at the free throw line, but they find a way to just barely creep over the front of the rim.
What a monster first half for Grant Nelson. He averages about 10.6 a game. He is shooting for his 16th point of the first half. No good there. And for Sherrill, fellas, 6.7 rebounds. How about that in just 10 minutes of action?
Really active. What potential. What potential. One-on-one.
Against the freshman. He gets to that left, throws it up and in tonight. Broom adds 2 more to his total. He's got 16.
That was really good defense. Just better offense by Janai Broom.
That's the shot he wanted. Good position.
Phylon replaced Stevenson. That's no good. And they have a run out. Cardwell. Great hands by Sears because Jones was wide open.
Watch Janai Broom. He's back to banging for his offensive points. Sherrill's a big, strong kid, but Sherrill never really puts a wall up. He continues to give ground, and all it does is get Janai Broom right on top of that restricted arc.
And shoot over the top of him.
Yes.
Smart. Get the ball there. You're in trouble.
He went with the right, and that was too short. Just about the same game and clock time as we see it. It's a bad pass. Boy, Pettiford saw it and nearly picked it.
He anticipated really well.
Sure did.
Rebbe, like I said, Alabama's right where they want to be. They're tracking a 90-point game. They've done it half of their 30 games so far this year.
Set up for a last shot.
I mean, the nation. Alabama.
Great defense. Look at Denver Jones not letting him breathe. He fires. What great defense.
But you're right. You just said it well. He praises his kids.
Switch more on defense, but he's happy with how his team played in that first half.
All right, Molly, ready for the second half of our Sonic Blockbuster matchup. To his point, a 10-4 start for Alabama, then outscored 38-35 by Auburn. Kelly, yes, it was down, then back out.
He had a big game against Kentucky. He had 7 threes, scored 30. He's been quiet here today.
Heavy Auburn has only allowed Alabama to get off 9 3-point shots. They averaged 28 attempts. Again, they're sending the message, if you can make enough tough twos to beat us, so be it. But we're not going to let you do it from that 3-point line.
Broom will fire a 3 from straight on, a brick. But the offensive rebound, nice pass. Boy, good hands, too. That's a good look by Baker Mazzara.
I can't emphasize enough how important CBM is to Auburn because of everything that he does, that time as a passer.
I really like that kid, Chad. He's really terrific. You're right, Jimmy. He's for real. Very important player in Auburn.
He is such a fiery guy, and if he keeps his emotions in check, he's going to be one of the toughest competitors in that NCAA tournament. Cardwell secures that rebound, and Chad Baker Mazzara does a good job of finding Broom cutting from up top.
He's really a wiry kind of athlete. Yeah. Much stronger than what he looks.
We've
Similar
had one,
to you, Coach.
Guys, we've had one lead change, and now we've got 2 lead changes thanks to the Kelly 3. Auburn on top. Ooh, it's not going down. And speaking of going down, Nelson hits the ground. Not a good shot for Baker Mazzara.
You're being very kind. That was a bad, bad shot. B-A-D. I couldn't even spell that.
Nelson, no, he will not take it, but he drives. That won't go. There's Amore, but a whistle before.
That's a bad matchup so far in this game. Auburn, whether it's Cardwell or Broom, he's driving right by. Those closeouts now have got to be very disciplined. If Nelson knocks in another 3, so be it, but he is handed to your backside right now as a driver. A little bit of shot fake. Broom with a bad closeout, man. He gets that right foot up, and Nelson just attacks it and gets himself to the rim of the foul. Coach, he shoots a line drive. We talked about it last Saturday in Tennessee.
Rough start to the second half for Alabama shooting. Some layups and free throws.
Well, you know, Alabama missed a couple of easy shots from the corner. Sears missed one. He missed one as well. Got to get arc, Jimmy. Got to get arc in those free throws.
65% from the free throw line. Nelson in conference play. That needs to be about 75 or 80, much as he gets fouled.
Denver Jones step back 3, in and out. First lead Auburn's had since it was 2-0. Pylon doing a lot of dribbling and then double team.
Too much dribbling. Too much dribbling. Got to move the ball. Ball movement.
Nelson slips again right in the same spot he fell on.
Good offense is a player and ball movement.
Amore, difficult shot. Boy, he can handle that ball.
How about the ability to file on man in traffic?
I think they're going to
white jerseys to make a play.
I think they're going to get him a little more involved offensively around the basket.
Yeah,
I know
foul trouble, Jim.
I know he's a rim protector, a defensive player.
Broom wants to get him his 3rd. He won't there, and then a turnover.
In a row, they're playing better. They need a knockout win. This would be a knockout win, a KO punch, and get the committee to say, yes, you're going to belong in the tournament.
I hear you. I'm not sure just having 2 quad 1 wins will be enough. North Carolina, there's just not a lot of meat at all in that resume. It is a must-win for them tonight, I think, just to stay in the conversation as Auburn turns that defense up. Youngblood, by the way, went to the locker room, and he's out for obviously a few minutes in this game.
That was as good a defensive stand as Auburn has had, as they are down by 1 here with 16:50 to go.
And to Coach's point, though, when you go 1-10 against quad 1, you had your opportunities if you're Carolina.
Kelly is such a good shooter, and he curled into a 3.
Right there. He had a nice stroke. He really does.
Sears pulls up. That's short, too.
But Auburn forcing Alabama to take tough twos, taking away those 3s. That is the game plan.
Remsen tied 1 of 5 in the second half.
He normally makes those with no problem whatsoever.
Kelly. Offensive rebound. They get it on Auburn.
Auburn, Ravi, in this game, you have to make violent scoring cuts. And Miles Kelly's going to set a back screen and then get a pin down. It curls right into it. And Auburn is a good passing team. There's that pin down by Broom, and Miles Kelly running to that left shoulder. about as good as you can shoot that basketball.
Tell you what, he squares his body really well to the goal. He really does. And he's got a great follow-through, rotation.
Phylon, baseline. Oh, what a pretty play over Broom.
Tell you what, he's a strong, physical kind of guard. That's what he, you know, out of all these guys you're watching here, he's rated higher than all of them.
NBA scouts love LeBaron Phylon.
Yeah, Phylon is really, think about all these guys. Well, first of all, he's very young. You like young players. On the phone, Florida's the best team in the league.
Wow.
And I know he's really high on Todd Golden because Todd worked for him.
What a play on a break that Bruce Pearl dialed up for Miles Kelly, who's knocked in 2 threes this half.
He's got that really nice stroke. You see how he made 7 against Kentucky. But, you know, get back to that. Todd Golden was a staff here, and he also told me he recommended strongly when he was at San Fran, that job was open at Florida, that they should hire him.
Well, there's no one better coaching college ball than Bruce Pearl coming out of timeouts. Nate Oates is just as good as well.
They dialed up a good one there for Kelly, though, who's starting to put points up. Those are his first 2 threes of the game.
Ravi, those possessions out of timeouts, man, you go back and grade him and watch him. You could have an 8, 9, 10-point swing within a game if you win those ATOs.
Sears, no good. He's really struggled and has not got a lot of shots off. Not many opportunities.
It's amazing they're only down 3 the way he's been struggling.
I love the word that Auburn used in film this morning guarding Sears. We've got to be sticky on Mark Sears. So far, so good. Nice cut.
Great bounce pass. Kelly again. Wow, Broom with the assist.
What a tremendous cut. What a great cut. He read the defense well, and he beat him for the ball, and he beats him for the layup. Great pass, too.
Dangerous time for Alabama. That ball was blocked by Broom. They're down 5.
Here comes War Eagle, baby. War Eagle. I must have heard that 5,000 times last night at Hamilton's, at dinner at Hamilton's. Popular.
Sears sees the alley-oop. Wow, what vision to Amori.
What a great pass. I mean, that was perfectly thrown. That was Magic Johnson style pass, man.
He saw Amori get behind the defender, and he saw from half court.
That was an effort play by Amori to sprint, get in front of that defense.
You know, Jimmy, they would get a big lift, Alabama, if Sears would hit a basket or two. When you see his stars struggling, look at that.
Watch Sears, coach. He's almost just a couple of dribbles past half court, but Amori just sprinting down that right side, getting off the ball, not running down the middle, getting off the ball so Sears can find him on the backside.
Well, great angle, too. Great angle on the pass. Great read.
Amori did a heck of a job, guys, sticking his right hand up to say, I'm behind the defense. Let's see if they can get Sears going. Bennifer tries to cut off that left-hand dribble. Amori again. Oh my God, with the left. Boy, this is strong.
That was created by Sears.
Yep.
Creates penetration, drive, draw, and dish the rock. Maybe the 3 Ds. Did you do that, Jimmy, when you played?
I did, just not enough.
You didn't beat anybody.
It's hard to do when you're sitting down.
Oh, they're going to get a call on Amori. I'll tell you what, fellas. Amori at the rim holds the basketball like a tennis ball.
No doubt. I mean, this guy, not only in transition, but then the next possession, it all starts with Mark Sears drawing and dragging white jerseys towards him, and Amori from outside the lane, Ravi, with a left paw slam. Man, he has brought the gas and the heat.
He's now out of the game. That's foul number 3, but boy, has he made a big contribution. Remember, Aiden Sherrill has been really good in the limited time that he has played.
He showed a lot of potential early. I think he had like 7 rebounds.
Yeah. 7 rebounds in 12 minutes. He's got 6 points to Sherrill.
Wow.
Kelly thought about shooting that. Room on the freshman. No good, no call.
He got bumped right there. Didn't call a foul.
Still going with it, pulls up, and he gets
That's
it to
big.
go, and he went
That's
to his
big.
right.
That is a big basket by him. That gives the team a lift as well.
And
He's got to see his stars score, man. It makes everybody feel good. What's he total so far?
5 points. Alabama back up 1.
He did a great job of knocking off that contact and continuing to play because he got fouled on that ball screen.
Pettiford left the floor with nowhere to go with it. Sears.
Sometimes you make that one.
Broome with a block. Here he comes. They have numbers. Great hustle from behind, but Broome flushes it down.
What an effort play by Miles Kelly. 13 and white has been a huge impact on this game the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Now Holloway just got fouled by Pettiford as the game started speeding up.
You guys saw Chris Youngblood took a big hit to the face and left eye. He ran back to the locker room with their athletic training staff to be evaluated. They spent a long time looking at that left eye. He ran back from the locker room with that left eye bandaged. I'm told he was treated for an eye laceration and will return.
Any stitches, do you know, Molly?
I'll ask.
Looks like Rocky.
Yeah, good news, though, that he will return. Their 3rd leading scorer in conference play.
That's very important to that team. A little experience.
Diabate throws it up with the left and gets it to go over Chaney Johnson.
And work points in this game. Diabate, that's such a tough shot, Ravi, at the SEC logo through contact over Broome. Really good shot makers on both squads.
Little Hail Mary right there in that shot.
Stevenson, Jimmy, edge over the left eye. And in this half, Kelly's got 11, Broome has 4. That has accounted for all 15 of Auburn's points. 2 guys. Baker Mazar trying to change it. He went up for an alley-oop. Did Cardwell. Mazara's on the ground. He's in some pain. Holloway. Oh, buried a 3 on the other end.
You know, there's something else he loved, too. He had to tell me. It was sweet getting a win at Rupp Arena because they hadn't gotten a win, Auburn, in 20 years up in Rupp.
He crossed that box off. He still struggles with Buzz Williams at A&M. But, man, what a remarkable season for Auburn.
Well, Jimmy, you'd be interested to hear this. Nate Oates reminded his team of who they are in that last timeout. He said, "You told me you want to be the hardest playing team. Prove it to me. No more second chance points in this second half. Rebounding is going to win or lose us this game." And they also focused on defending Auburn shooters like Miles Kelly. I would look for them to switch on him defensively, maybe even chase him down a bit to try to cool him off.
Tell you, Molly, you're right on target. I love your analysis right there about shooters, making sure you contain them. But also, she pointed out, he was doing a job motivating. These 2 guys motivate. They inspire. And if you don't think that gets players to start to play maybe even better than they're capable of, you're kidding yourself. These guys do a great job at getting their players really to believe.
Diabate goes real deep. He gets the defender Johnson to jump. That's going to be 2 free throws.
Diabate goes beast mode on Auburn. That's what they do in that isolation basketball, man. And Diabate is one of the better ones doing it, getting downhill. He's a lot of force inside that 10 red jersey.
Well, he also uses the real well, the head fake and the ball fake.
3rd foul on Chaney Johnson. The points in the paint continue to be a story. 32 of them for Alabama. And by the way, this is something everybody should really see. We are really excited about our next SEC story. It premieres Monday night. It's called Volunteer for Life, VFL. It chronicles Tennessee basketball All-American Chris Lofton and his private cancer battle during the 2007-2008 season. WB starts at 7 Eastern on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. What a guy.
He's also the all-time three-point shooter in the history of Tennessee. Great young guy. Covered him early in his career. He was terrific.
Played for Pearl. Pearl reverentially speaks of Lofton. Now Cardwell hands to Pettiford, who fires. And no good. Loose ball and down on the ground again is Youngblood. He may have got hit in the back of the head to keep those fiery emotions in check. That's a big call, but it is the right call in this game.
Absolutely.
Baker Mazzaro will now be out of the game with 7 points. 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Youngblood, who's been knocked in the eye and the back of the head, missed both free throws. And the Tigers want their fans to help them out.
It's not the 2 points that's such a big deal. It's the absence of Chad Baker-Mazara now not able to play with over 10 minutes to go in this game.
No excuse for that. No excuse. You're going to battle too valuable to your team.
J.D. Johnson's going to pick up another one, leaning too hard into Diabate.
Ravi, when the game gets tight, we saw Nate Oates do it last week at Tennessee. He puts that ball in the middle third of the floor and trusts his guys to win their one-on-one battle. Right now, he really likes Diabate getting downhill.
Diabate has not taken many free throws. This will be the 10th that he's attempted this season. He's 4 of 9 in conference coming in. But Alabama's on a 13-2 run. A key player has just been taken out of the game for Auburn. And they bring Omori back in for Nelson. Remember, he sat with 3 fouls.
This game is really big, if you ask me, to Alabama. Alabama needs some juice. They need to come out of this little slide they're in, and no better way than to beat your rival. You do that, what a lift it'll give you going into the SEC tournament, and ultimately where they all want to go, the NCAA, and win.
Coach, Alabama is still in contention for a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. That's how close they are right now. And to your point, how big this chance is on the road.
Alabama's got a smaller lineup out there now with Holloway, Sears, and Philon. We'll see if Broom or Cardwell can take advantage of that.
Jimmy, I don't think they have a shot for a #1 seed unless they were to win the SEC championship, which they're capable of doing.
Well, right now, they're the 6th overall seed, so they just got to move up 2 spots. I think it's there, but this game is huge, Coach.
Duke and Houston is a lock. They're locks, and so is Florida. I think Florida's a lock.
Sears, a nice move, and here comes Diabate, who finds the dunker, Omori.
How good had they been on the interior passing Alabama? Not just the guards, man. That time, Omori to Diabate.
That was great team basketball, sharing the ball, getting the open guy the ball, and then winning without a scoring outburst out of their superstar, Mark
100%
Sears.
right. Mark Sears impacting the game in a different way, and a 9-0 run over the last 148.
You know, he impacts the game by just being on the floor because the attention he gets. It opens up angles for his teammates.
Well, Alabama has
It's a
not.
big call, by the way, Jimmy. That's
is.
the 4th on Omori. Big call.
Ravi, Alabama has not gotten off 3-point shots because Auburn has been airtight on that 3-point line defense. So what has Alabama had to do? They've got to make plays going downhill, getting in the paint, playing off of 2 feet, done to perfection the last couple of possessions by Roll Tide.
So I think defensively, I look at their personnel, a lot of good athletes, got a long wingspan. I think they can be a little helpful to one another defensively with a zone, matchup zone once in a while.
How about Alabama?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, just to mix it up. I mean, playing man isn't certainly helpful when you're giving up 90s at 94 and 95, and you got to get 98 to win. So play a little zone once in a while.
Omori to the bench with 11. Broom knocks down the free throw. Those were the first free throw attempts for Auburn in this half. Sherrill is just about to take a step of travel. And here comes Broom. Sherrill got caught in a bad spot and had to get rid of it. Otherwise, it was a traveling violation. Holloway step back 3 short.
Here comes Warrigo, baby.
Oh, great pass by Pettiford to Cardwell.
He wants to win because of the winningest record in the history of the school.
Yes, in the regular season, that's what Auburn is after, as Sears has it in the corner, and he finds Diabate, who will throw a 3 up, no good. And coming over the top, it looked like Stevenson, and that is who Terry Oglesby is pointing at.
That was an excellent call. There's no question about that foul. None.
That's only the 16th 3-point attempt for Alabama in this game. They averaged 28. They're well below their 3-point field goal attempt average for the year.
Yeah, and you know how many they made?
5.
And how many they make in that loss?
10.
5. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
They make 10 a game. Bottom line is that was one of his goals, Mr. Pearl. So we got to contain the 3 ball. They've done a pretty good job in that area.
Again, no Baker Mazzara, flagrant 2. He's on the bench. Kelly. No, he's been off. And a bad shot results in an easy Alabama rebound. Part of the Baker Mazzara offense and what they miss with him away.
The only reason he's away is his fault, what he did.
Yep, you're right. Sears alley-oop, Nelson. Great denial by Cardwell. And an easy one on the other end. How about Cardwell?
Great defensive play and created the offense. That defensive effort and creating, taking that lob away, going the other way for 2.
Boy. Cardwell just ran over Philon. They did not call a foul on a difficult layup.
Dylan Cardwell, coach, is not on the finalists for the top 10 defensive players in the country. That is a miss. There's not 10 better defenders in college ball than Dylan Cardwell.
Well, let me just say this. A lot of people say, the game really doesn't have much at stake at all.
Up 3 on the road. And Nate Oates told his guys before this game, no matter what, ... we hang in there and we fight for 40. And his guys have answered the bell for that challenge so far.
Philon, he beat Moore. Sears has Cardwell on him.
Look at that matchup. Look at that matchup right there. Cardwell stayed right in front of him.
5 seconds on the clock. They find Stevenson down low. Reverse, no. The freshman Sherrill, no good.
What a job by Cardwell to take on one of the best point guards in the country and choke off that water when he was trying to go left.
Yeah, he didn't allow him to penetrate. Did a great job staying between him and the basket.
Pettiford had a massive first half. Been a little quiet here in the second, but the right-handed floater goes. They're within 1.
He wasn't quiet there, baby. He wasn't quiet there. The Jersey kid, Hudson Catholic High School.
How did Philon keep his dribble? He went all curly kneel on us to a knee.
They got a future with the guys Stevenson and Sherrill.
Sears, great fake to Sherrill. He went up like he was shooting.
In game number 1, Alabama missed that guy diving out of the ball screen, whether it was Nelson or Sherrill or whoever. Not today. Omori, Sherrill, good job of fast into the ball screen, fast out of the ball screen. Really well done by Alabama.
Talk about dominating his coaches. You know, Burley's won 3 SEC championships, 2 tournament championships. On the other side, Nate Oates has won 2 of each. Unbelievable.
Broom, no, off the back. Not a good shot, but they get the rebound, and Jones knocks it down.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot because he can shoot the ball from there. That's not Broom's strength. We're coming down a wire now, guys. Shot selection is going to be the key. Taking good quality shots.
His first 3 of the day ties it at 69. Bad pass. And it's going to result in an easy layup.
Boy, Philon just has a knack. This kid, as a true freshman, he competes his backside off on both ends. There's not a more competitive guy in this freshman class.
Baron Philon's got 8.
But he's not any more better, yes, not more competitive though. That kid fights, man.
No, but he'll get 2 free throws on a quick pass in, and he didn't hesitate.
What does Bruce Pearl have that a lot of teams don't have? When the game gets tight and you got to find a basket, he's got Janai Broome that he will set small on big screens for and throwing the ball inside to score or get fouled.
Well, you guys, Janai Broome admitted he thinks he deserves the Player of the Year award, and he talked about it as though it was a team award, constantly using the word we, saying it matters to us. The quality of work we've put in, we've had a lot of dogfights, our path hasn't been easy. The fact that we've won 27 games with this strength of schedule, it matters. We deserve that award, and it's rare to hear a player say, hey, I want that award, but Janai Broome does not shy away from that.
Tell you what, Molly, not many guys will say it, but a lot of guys feel it, I'll tell you that.
All right, Clifford Amore, guys, back on the floor as Broome knocks down the free throw. Remember, Amore, number 11, has been outstanding, but he's got 4 fouls.
Ravi, to me, there's no wrong decision if you go with Cooper Flagg or Janai Broome. I go with Janai Broome because he's done it in a much more difficult conference all year long.
Beat him head-to-head. Cooper had a better game. Cooper has not had a bad game.
Great defense. Cardwell there to deny it. Here they go again. And they'll get the reach in on Philon. Boy, green light special going from north to south. for Auburn.
Having the impact that Dylan Cardwell, though, is having in this game. A lot of coaches say, hey, a guy can guard 1 through 5. Dylan Cardwell can legitimately guard 1 through 5.
Well, he showed that when he was guarding Sears. But let me say this, Jimmy, also, last thing about Cooper Flagg. He can absolutely, he does it all. He's a perimeter player, scores, when he needs to score, he defends, blocks shots, assists. The kid does it all. I mean, you got to look at all of those factors. And they beat Auburn head-to-head, and he was the better player that night.
I'm going with Janai Broome, though, again, because the numbers are so similar. Is Cooper Flagg going to be the better pro? Absolutely. Has Janai Broome deserved National Player of the Year because of what he's done in this league? Absolutely.
Well, they both deserve
You're splitting hairs.
You got to give a vote. They both deserve it.
I vote Broome. You vote Cooper.
I vote Cooper.
Jones knocks down the second, and Auburn now back on top, and here comes the jungle.
Here we go, baby. We're going to have an overtime. Tell you, this was Heartbreak City last week with Tennessee.
Yeah.
He doesn't need this again. He doesn't need this again.
And Auburn clamping down, aren't they?
Wow.
There's Cardwell again on Sears, making his life difficult. Holloway, with 2 seconds, has to shoot it. Air ball. Shot clock violation. It was a clinic.
Great defensive effort.
They got on Mark Sears and iced the action and forced him to go down right. Did not let that ball get reversed. Auburn, again, they come in. Number 1 offensive efficiency team in the country. Number 14 defensive team in the country. There's only 4 teams in the country inside the top 25 both. Auburn
and fellas,
Florida and Houston.
It was Cardwell again. They now have forced 13 Alabama turnovers. Jones in the paint, throws it up with the left hand off the window. Let him go.
Talk about magic. Talk about magic. Would Nate Oates be seeing another heartbreaking afternoon?
They have scored 17 points off those turnovers, and they need a basket. And they've got one from the freshman Philon.
They just completely lost Philon. He comes over and sets a little bit of a blur screen and finds himself wide open. The respect that they had for Sears, Philon makes him pay.
See, Sears made that hit be wide open.
Yep.
You're right, Jimmy. That's what made it wide open for him to get that look.
For a freshman, he now has 100 three-point field goals this season. Pettiford wrapped around, beautiful.
That's another finish. Let him go with a great look and great pass. What exciting plays we see it being made by such talented kids and 2 well-coached guys here that really know how to get the most of their players.
Here comes Sears. Nelson will launch one. Oh, Grant Nelson hasn't hit one in a while.
25% in conference play from 3, but not today. Grant Nelson in Alabama, they are outstanding at keeping that backside corner filled for those backside bombs.
Nelson has 19 points.
The crowd is electric. Now, what a great environment. Only that disappoints me. Where's Charles Barkley? Where's Barkley? I'm trying to get his autograph. I want to see him.
Coach, he texted me today and said he's not coming. I'm sure he's watching.
Jones too strong, and here's a chance for Bama to grab the lead. Stevenson lost his footing, and Broome called time. Great job, Janai.
Tell fun. It goes to the Jimmy V Foundation, all for kids.
And all that work has helped get you back here as Pettiford got hit. He will get 3 free throws. Youngblood got him. And guys, how about the freshmen, Pettiford and Philon, future NBA stars, displaying their skills today.
And both of them have been fearless and courageous from day one. No stage is too big. When you grow up in New Jersey, like Pettiford and Philon has been in big stages as well. These 2 guys are making a major impact in a high-level game. A multiple efforts game is what this is.
Pettiford misses the first. He's got 16 points on the day. And Tahad Pettiford is an 80% free throw shooter. You would expect the next 2 to go down.
He came from Hudson County High School. It used to be that area dominated by St. Anthony High School, coached by Bob Hurley, who won more state championships than anybody out in Jersey. And I'll tell you one thing, this guy is special. I think he definitely stays in school. There's ain't doubt whatsoever. Size, maybe stay. Oh, missed
2 of 3. Yeah.
2 out of 3 isn't bad. Did Meatloaf say that? 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
Tie ball game.
And he made only 1 out of 3. That's not good.
This is usually Sears' time, but Auburn's done a good job of staying stiff on him, and it's going to have to be someone else maybe make a play.
Miles Kelly got him now as Nelson penetrates against Broom. They'll go with the jump hook. Oh, and Grant Nelson have another big 2. He's got 21.
Again, Nate Oates calls the play. Let's go beast with Nelson, and Nelson gets right at Janai Broom. Man, what a one-on-one war that Nelson just won.
Yeah, well, Broom really stayed right with him. That was just an incredible heave, maybe, to go down.
Amori's got 4 fouls. Broom doesn't challenge him. Cardwell out of nowhere. Set up that, but no good, and that one looked like it went off of Broom's fingertips. Boy, Cardwell kept it alive, and Denver Jones couldn't knock the 3 down.
Ravi, how good has Nelson been in this game? He gets a little bit of a ghost screen from Amori, which causes a little distraction to get him going down the left side. And his strength right here, I mean, you're going up a strong wall by Janai Broom. What a play by Grant Nelson.
There are his numbers.
You look at Sears. He didn't have a big score tonight, but he affects the game with his ability to find open people.
5.7 assists for Sears.
And he loves this spot of the game, talking about Sears.
All right, they isolate Nelson one-on-one with Broom. Travel. He tried to shoot it from the floor. They get the walk as Doug Childs.
Bruce Pearl is a play caller. Every possession, unless it's a live ball run out, Bruce Pearl calls plays. And right now, he's going to have to trust the play caller, Mike Burgomaster, the offensive coordinator, to communicate where do we go with 109 in this game.
Well, what Alabama did is they went with height. They take Youngblood and Sears out of the game for defense.
They chart everything, and they find out where the tendencies really lead in making their calls. Oh.
Broom spins, we're tied at 79.
So they go to the side ball screen, an empty corner, a naked corner, a 2-man game really well done by Broom and Pettiford.
2-man play was excellent. It was efficient. They ran it really well.
Under a minute to go, they get it to Phylon, the freshman. And Nate Oates wants a timeout, and he's got Crimson Tide basketball trying to answer Auburn's road win earlier this year. Diabate one-on-one Cardwell. No good. Dylan Cardwell, a star on defense again.
I don't like the play call to go at Cardwell. Again, he's one of the top 10 defenders in the country. Moved his feet, threw up a wall. A huge stop by Auburn.
2 or 3 second difference between the shot clock, which has 15, and the game, which has 17 plus.
It's that same empty corner 2-man game right now.
2-man game, yeah. Trying to isolate him. A little one-on-one right here against Nelson. He's going one-on-one with Nelson.
Janai Broom, fade away. No good. They got 2 seconds. No foul, and Dick, you called it.
What's in front of him?
Well, Amori had it. He talked about Broom being right there, and he tipped it right to him. Amori on the floor, 11 for the Crimson Tide with 4 fouls. Again, Chad Baker-Mazara, flagrant 2, hasn't been in for most of the second half. It's Denver Jones filling it up.
That was a great use of the screen right there. Take that middle range jump shot.
Aaron Phylon, a floater of his own. That's Amori, and he's there to flush it.
The value of a guard, coach, that can get the ball up on the glass with all these athletes. Alabama got punked on the glass at midweek. They have answered the bell today.
It's Amori, baby.
It is Amori. And Amori's got 6 field goals. I think they're all dunks.
So Dean Martin used to sing, that's Amori.
Amori. Pettiford, here's the crowd. And Nelson helped. Cardwell offensive rebound. Here's Broom. Spin move, pretty right by Amori, who wasn't interested in picking up his 5th.
Maybe what he should have done to close out regulation, him with that basketball getting downhill.
You are right, Jimmy. I was going to say the same thing. Just realize that to close out the end of the game.
Boy, play calls are so important right now. from both head coaches. They have to be on their A-plus game in overtime.
Youngblood 9 points. Sears only 5. And it's Youngblood into the paint. Working hard, fires one up. Now Philon, the freshman, all day. Too strong.
Too much time to think. Too much time to think on that shot.
With Denver,
get into the rhythm. Shoot it.
Denver Jones did a great job of making that a tough 2.
Pettiford takes a deep breath.
Look at Pearl calling those plays with Mike Burgomaster in his hip pocket.
Really good job by Philon, who was on the ground, to get back up and perhaps affect Pettiford's shot. They have shut off Sears. Nelson, that's blocked by Broom, but it ends up with the dunker again, Amore.
He has great hands.
That's Amore, baby. That's Amore.
He is 7 of 7 from the floor.
What a nice set of paws, though, Amore has. He doesn't fumble bad passes, loose ball rebounds.
He's 7 for 7, and he hasn't taken a shot further than 1 foot.
That's it.
Rutgers transfer is Clifford Amore, 6'11" out of Nigeria, 250, has been phenomenal. Look at the hands by Philon. He picked Pettiford and lays it up. That's freshman on freshman crime there.
2 diaper dandies going head to head. Philon wins that battle.
I'm telling you, there's not a more fierce competitor. I'm not saying the best player. There's not a more fierce competitor in this freshman class. It's a heartbreaker, the Meshack Miracle by Tennessee. Yeah. Philon actually originally committed to Auburn. Think about that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Changed his mind. And
Denver Jones has Broom. This is an open 3. And he knocked it down. The man who's running out of time here in Auburn is making statements.
Alabama gambles off of Broom. Says, we're not going to guard you up top. He stuck 2 threes in the game earlier as well.
Sears wants one. No good. He'll get it back, though. Philon will fire. No. Look at Nelson. Oh, wow. Grant Nelson.
Talk about an offensive rebound and a conversion. That was a terrific play, guys.
He's got 23. Alabama on top.
It's hard to say who's been the best player in this game. There's multiple choices to go with.
I agree with you.
Broom, free throw line. Too strong, and it's Alabama with the lead in the ball and a minute to play.
Nados has 2 timeouts left. I think he'll advance it, call timeout. We've got to get a good shot on this possession. He's just live play calls.
Philon.
Shot selection so big here, Jimmy. He can lead the game.
It's the freshman again. He got a screen from Sears. Who they going to call it on? They get it on Kelly, who ran right over Sears, setting the screen. And remember, Jimmy, Nados told us he may be the best screen setter we have.
Talk about Mark Sears. Absolutely, he is such a physical guard, man. He can go screen a 5-man, and he can also screen another guard. Look at Grant Nelson, just outworks Auburn players and gets that thing up off balance. Grant Nelson has been a superstar in this game. Gets shoved to the backside, coach, but gets those 2 paws on it to finish. Man, what a important play for Grant Nelson in Alabama.
Oh, to convert that.
Yes.
I mean, that was not an easy shot.
All right, 87% free throw shooter on the line, and Mark Sears, and again, as quiet a day as he's had all year, with just 5 points on 2 of 8 shooting. And now 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
I don't remember him missing 3 free throws.
No.
Wow.
Check that. He's 1 of 1. It was Diabate 2 of 4. So Sears has now only taken 2 and made them both.
I feel good about my brain.
Your brain is still there, baby.
At 85, it's wow.
Bruce Pearl has 2 timeouts as well if he doesn't like what he sees.
3-point game. Pettiford, right hand. Oh, what a sock. Philon for being able to see.
This pressure will be intense by Auburn.
They come over to double. There's some of that intense pressure, and they get the foul on Miles Kelly.
They had another tough time like they did it with Tennessee, inbounding the basketball. Players forget you got to move and you got to step to the ball, and you got to make a tough, hard cut. Screen, get free. You can't just stand there and lollipop it up. You got to absolutely get movement and step to the ball.
I think LeBaron Philon, guys, is one of those kids that says you just fouled the wrong dude. A lot of guys run from this situation. I don't think that's Phylon. I don't think he's wired like that. I think he sees a big rim right now on the road.
13 points in the game. He's made both free throws.
The basket looks like the ocean. Smooth.
Clutch.
Smooth.
Some guys run from these moments, Ravi. Some guys run to the moment.
Yeah, and enjoy it.
Phylon.
And you can tell that Pettiford, they're enjoying the moment. They may not get many more in college.
This is big right here. He makes this. What do you do, Alabama? Do you foul?
No, way too much time.
Well, not yet. No,
It is a 3-point ball game in favor of Alabama.
What does Bruce Pearl do? He still has a timeout to use for a play call.
He's got to play calls. Broom finds Pettiford. He was thinking about a 3, then he lost the ball, and he fires one. That's short. He follows it, though. They have plenty of time. Broom to tie. We're tied tonight. Broom, corner 3 with about 14 to go, and Alabama tied at 91, and it's Phylon with the ball.
Nados wants the last shot. You don't want one early to let Auburn have a chance to throw one in.
Last week, Nashak won it for Tennessee. Is someone doing it today?
There goes
Sears! And he just did it!
Oh, are you serious?
Mark Sears on the road with the winner for Alabama.